Hey everybody, this is your old friend Jim. I'm about to embark on a new adventure here. This is called 8 Miles with Jim, where I get out on my bicycle and you get to, I don't know, watch me ride. The camera's gonna be facing me toward me because I haven't really figured out how to, with the mount I have, how to make the camera face out. But I'll be talking to you and giving you my ideas and thoughts and whatnot. But so here we go. So without further ado, let's get my phone started. All right, let's see if this works. Ain't technology grand. The route where I'm going to be taking, because of the way the wind's blowing, I'm going to go down to School Drive, then across Southard Road, down Higgins, across DuPont, and Upland Road. This is clockwise. I usually do it counterclockwise, but it just seems today that the counterclockwise is going to be the best way to go. I'm going to invite myself again here. It worked the other day. This is live. Let's try this again. This worked the other day. I'm trying again. I think I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to close some other stuff out here that I don't need to have running in the meantime. The hell do I need a font server for? All right, let's try this again. Hmm. Hmm. Got an idea here. Ah! Bingo. Here we go. There we go. Figured it out, I think.
Yep, it's me.
Yep, it's me.
Okay, so I'm
Okay,
gonna
so I'm
close the
going to
camera
close the
out
camera
here
out here
on this so
on
you
this
don't
so you don't
see my
see my
bad living room.
living room.
And I'm gonna put myself on
here.
here.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
Okay.
Um,
Taking these off,
and I'm going out.
Come with me.
Hello.
Whoa, Echo, I better get away from my condenser mic. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna have to grab my bike out. It'll just be a moment. Be right back. I put my water bottles in. Let's get my Endomondo going here. Let's add up first though. Just 1 second, I gotta do something. All right,
5, 4,
we're going.
3, 2, 1.
So this, oh, not clipped in properly. All right, signaling to go west on Southmore. Okay. All right, so heading west on Southmore Road right now. There's a car coming behind me, of course. And going west is going to be fairly easy. It's pretty cool today, cooler than I thought it would be. And yeah, I think it's like 55, something like that. Oh, the car must have turned. It's supposed to get warmer, much warmer, but much rainier next week. So we'll see. I should be able to still get a few good bicycling here. Now this training that I'm doing for the first couple of miles is like a 3-minute warm-up, which we're in now. And then it goes about, I think, 5 seconds of hard pedaling, then 30 seconds of rest, and then 10 seconds. I think it works all the way up to 45 seconds. And then it starts going downhill. It's called pyramid intervals. And I should be in the first interval after I turn onto school drive here. So we'll see about that in just a second. So don't know if anybody's watching, but I hope people are. Gotta love technology. I like my sunglasses or prescription. I like them. Not to name drop or anything, but the way I had to do this was to add my Side Project 2 account to my phone, which is my main podcast. It's a libertarian political thing, but I'm not all about that. But at any rate, a few months back, about a month and a half back, we had Trace Beaulieu from Mystery Science Theater 3000 on the show. So I opened up Hangouts, and the first thing that came up was the message he sent me apologizing for the connection issues we were having, but not really his fault. It was his hotel. He's a nice guy. If you ever get a chance to see him on tour or something, or not on tour, but personal appearances or something, it's well worth it. Nice guy. One of the funniest guys I've ever talked to in my life. So, should be coming up to my first interval here pretty quick. Let's see what happens. Wind's coming out of the north-northeast last I said, so here we go, interval. And here we go, getting serious now. There we go, now time for the one to cool down. The most important thing about cycling is to have a nice, steady, smooth pedaling style. That way you don't put as much pressure on your joints, because you don't want to be herky-jerky, like spinning and then suddenly put pressure on. So, anyway, my next interval should be coming up here real quick. Here we go. Of course, right at the bottom of a little hill. Oh shit! I forgot to massage my calves before I went out. Had a little bit of a cramp. For those who know me, I had foot surgery back in December, and it was on my left foot. I just had a little bit of a cramp on my left calf, and I had to take some of my lengthen my Achilles tendon a little bit, and that. So I don't know if that's related, but this seems coincidental. Anyway, next interval should be coming up here pretty quick. So let's get going. Well, actually, low intensity followed by high. Here we go. This house I'm just passing is a really cool little decorative windmill out front. I think made from scrap. It's really neat. All right, got a sharp curve coming up. Coming. Oh yeah, here's the wind. Whew. Time for a beverage. This ride is sponsored by water. Yes, water. Drink up, America. Love that water. Seems like the wind's coming more out of the east-northeast. We'll make 2-pound road awesome. Here we go. These intervals are kicking my ass. But that's what they're supposed to do. You got this headwind. It's a fairly nasty one today. I've ridden in worse though. Stupid ridden in worse. Right now, I'm not breathing properly. Shouldn't be panning like this. There you go, high intensity. This should be the top of the pyramid. Main reason I'm trying to train for speed is I like riding around. I like to get places faster. I'm not doing this for sport. Fun. More water. I think that was the top of the pyramid. Okay. I'll eventually want to be able to get this 8 miles down by about 5 minutes. I've already gotten it down 3. Stop sign, right turn, Higgins Road. Out of that headwind. I kind of putzed on that interval because of the corner. Of course, I forgot to take a puff on my asthma inhaler before I left. One of the things about exercise, take a drink before you keep hydrated. Drink when you think you don't need it, but don't bloat yourself. Vehicle behind me. Hey, nice 3 feet per person. It's the wall. From swallowing too much air. One of the other things about keeping a nice steady pace, or nice steady cadence, as it were, is that it puts less strain on your knees and your feet, so less likely to be injured. This is also a good way to get some lung training in. you have a lot of friction between your wheel and the road. And then, just a little hint there. I've learned a lot in the last 3 or 4 years I've been biking. Probably more so this year than previous years because of my foot issues. Yeah, we're almost done with the pyramid, if not done with it already. Thinking about putting different handlebars on this thing, but no, I don't know. Yeah, my 2 years ago I did the Bike Psycho Century, and I did the 100-mile route, and going as slow as I was, I still made it back with about an hour to spare. In fact, I made it from Coal City to Matheson State Park in 3 hours, which isn't too shabby. A car coming up behind me now too. Horsies! Horse farm next to me. This is why I want a GoPro camera. If anybody's watching this wants to throw a couple of $100 my way for a GoPro, let me know. I won't say no. Alright, turning right, making my signal. Now heading westbound onto DuPont. Glasses are hurting me a little bit. Not really sure why. But yep, my pyramid intervals are over, so this is going to go more in a more aerodynamic position. Let's ride. Put strength into it. Now Lynn Road is going to be a bear. The first part of it, there's absolutely no trees on the east side of the road. I just like gearing a little bit here. No? Oh yeah. More comfortable cadence. One of these days I'm going to take you up to the hill at the end of Southmore. Not sure when I'm going to do that. Of course, if I do that, it wouldn't be 8 miles with Jim. It'd be about 17 miles with Jim. So, it's not a huge hill, it's like 35, 40 feet tops. But you're not in shape, it's going to get you. I find a good place to practice is the practice hills is the Illinois River Bridge on Route 47, just a mile or two from where I live. It's longer and higher, but the grade isn't as bad. Even a short, nasty grade can do in the best. I'm getting better, trying to regain where I was. Last year, well, a few times I've been biking, In a way, I'm glad I don't have that little voice telling me, you know, how many minutes per mile I'm doing. If I had to guess, I'd say about 12.7. Oh, that's miles per hour. What the hell am I thinking? I'm going to change my gearing here a little. Car behind. Usually the people out in this area are more likely to give you the full lane, which is nice. Another car coming from behind. You gotta watch because the vehicles in your mirror are a lot closer than you think they are. And they're a lot faster than you think they are. Okay, starting to tire out a little here. Time for a drink. This part of the broadcast is brought to you by more water. Put it in a bottle, drink it from a pond. Water. These claims have not been evaluated by the FDA. I'm pretty much still just cooling down from the pyramid intervals I was doing. I was saying a while ago, this is a good lung exercise. Me talking to you is good lung exercise too. The goal is to be able to carry on a normal conversation with somebody when you're riding. But I don't have anybody to ride with, sadly. If any of you are out in the Morris, Illinois area, want to go doing some riding with someone who's reaching about 13 miles an hour, I just keep it in line. Be on my Facebook page. Alright, coming up to the Grady County Animal Control Building, which is where we turn north onto Lynn Road. This is going to be interesting. What with the not had to deal with that yet. I'm not worried about the eastern facing of the wind. We'll go south more because it's kind of protected. Dogs out on, geez, I can't think of the name of the road. It's about 5-6 miles west of here, and yeah, it was pretty scary. Signaling, Lynn Road. Winds so far not as bad as I thought it would be. Bad enough. Time to get more in a aerodynamic position here. Sounds like I know what I'm doing, don't it? Actually, I'll turn my gear down a little. See if that choosing the right gear is important. You don't want to tire out your muscles, and you don't want to lose your energy. Both are important considerations. It doesn't help that Lynn Road has got a kind of a frictiony surface, not service. On the plus side, once we get up here a little bit, I got a hill to go down. I don't know if you guys can hear that wind. It's important to keep momentum going into strong headwinds. I hate headwinds more than I hate hills. You can always prepare for hills. You see them coming, you know your route, but winds, headwinds, oh boy, they suck. They suck ass. One thing I like more about riding a bike versus a stationary bike. Stationary bike, you get tired, you can quit whenever you want. A regular bicycle, you don't have that luxury. If you're 2 miles from home, you got to make it that 2 miles to home. All right. Just up here a little bit, the road curves slightly. Bring you some protection from the wind because of some trees. And we go down the hill. A little further than I thought. Wow, this wind got nasty. Holy shnikes. Huh. Once again, hello to anyone out there who's watching. If anyone's actually ever interested in becoming part of this conversation, next time I do this, I'll send you an invite. That way we can kind of talk. Maybe do a bit of a Q&A. I really want to figure out how to mount this phone so you can see the road. I am thinking I got the stuff to build a mount for my handheld video camera. I was thinking about doing maybe a sync up or a side by side, but I'm not sure how to do it. Alright. This road curves a little to the left, and then it goes out to the right. Hey, a lawnmower for sale. And again, our sponsor, water. Introducing new water in bottles. I found out something the hard way. Last couple of rides I did. Well, not the last couple, but like a week or two ago. And actually, on the way back from the 100-mile route on the Bike Cycle Century about a year and a half You don't want to consume too much sodium too fast. I was looking up upset stomachs on bike rides. I Googled it, and I was reading that for the average century ride, that you want to do no more than 60 to 80 grams of sodium. And so what I did, starting with this Folks on Spokes Easter ride this last Sunday, which I couldn't do the metric century, I could only do 55 because I was just so damn tired, was that I just filled up with water and a bit of a energy drink for the first 2 stops. Actually, I drank as much of the energy drink as I could, and then I would just dilute it down with water so it was gone. And then only after the second sag stop did I start drinking Gatorade. And you know what? No sore stomach. So I'm gonna test it out later. I got a ride I signed up for the end of the month. Actually, I got 2 rides this month. One's just kind of a short ride, 17 miles. It's Ride the Rock in Joliet. Did it 2 years ago. Yeah, a year and a half ago. Actually, almost 2 years ago. And then the end of the month, I found out there's a sponsored ride out of Morris here that the Rotary and the Kiwanis put on. And I had no idea. Downhill. Let's get some speed here, shall we? When you go downhill, the thing with gearing is that you want to use the higher gears, or when you go down a hill, and the lower gears for when you go up hills. The reason why you want to use the lower gears is the lower gears put more pressure on the pedals. If you've already got momentum, you can build on that momentum easier with the higher gears. The lower gears, when you're going uphill, is because the hill, gravity, is putting more pressure on your bike. And so the higher gears, wait a minute, I always get these confused. The gear's all the way to the right, let's put it that way, because then the lower gears, lower gears. I don't know what I'm talking about. Put more pressure on your pedals downhill, less pressure uphill. Let's leave it at that. I always get confused with what's high gear and low gear, even though I instinctively, it's one of those things where I know what to do, I just can't explain it. It's one of those weird things, but we are about to the 1.5 mile to go spot, maybe less than that, might even just be a mile. Yeah, I think it is. So car behind, and I'm coming up to a stop sign, but should be okay. See, now we're in an area with trees. The trees block the wind. The trees break the wind. All right, I'm gonna clip my right here. Signal. Anything coming from the left? Nope. All right, we're good to go. Cool, we're back onto Southmore. Just got off of Lynn Road. You know, it's weird, when I was a kid, riding my bike during my paper route and everything, I never thought that what I'm doing now would would even be possible with the live streaming this over the internet. Here you are. Technology. Excuse me while I spit. There we go. Yeah, you got all these houses and trees breaking the east wind. Here we go, got some of that wind. See, if I have the drop bars, it'd be down like this more, it'd be easier. Now, I used to just have the pedals that were on this thing originally, but the problem is that sometimes pedals go too fast, and these didn't have any clips or baskets, toe baskets or anything on them. And honestly, it's a good way to hurt yourself. So then I experimented with the toe baskets. Those are dangerous. When you reach a stop sign or a red light or something, you got to reach down and undo them. And once you're through the intersection, you gotta fasten them back up. Now these clip-ons, you don't gotta reach down. Just a quick twist of your foot and you're out. Now, another advantage is that on the backstroke, you can actually, instead of push with your legs, you can actually lift. And I'll do that here. And you can work more of your thigh muscle, and you can go a little faster. I'm gonna try to train my 4-mile route just doing that. Now, the only problem I have is I do got to adjust the clip on my left pedal, because I'm sliding out too easily. That's what she said. More water. And stop sign. My hand signal. Always use the hand signals. Even though most motorists don't know what the hell you're doing. Usually, here in Illinois, I don't know what the law is on other states, but to do a left-hand signal, you stretch your arm out to the left. To do a stop, down at a 45-degree angle. I think that's 45. And for a right turn, you can do either your left arm with your out, with your hand up, so you got like an L shape going, or you can just use your right arm and stick it out. The thing is that when you're doing a left or a right turn, or sticking your arm out, some drivers will think you're waving at them, which, they'll wave back, which is nice, but in reality, you're signaling. And that is one thing about these back roads I've noticed versus the few times I've actually cycled in a town, is that out on the back roads, people are friendlier, more likely to wave at you, and not just older farmer guys, everyone of every gender and age. Well, they don't do it every time, like maybe 1 out of every 4 cars, but it's a lot more than you do to get when you're in a big city or in a town. Hell, in my experience, you're more likely to be hit in town than you are on these back roads. But you got to be more careful, because especially on these paved back roads, you got 2 things to watch out for. Fast vehicles, because even though there's a speed limit, there's no speed limit, and dogs. You don't really got to worry about dogs on the more well-maintained roads where there's faster vehicles, but you do got to worry about them on the less well-maintained. Turning left to home. There's a vehicle coming up behind me. Make sure I can turn. Oh, that guy turned. But yeah, you'll find them more on the more rural roads with the that aren't as well maintained. So, alrighty, I am home. So, looks like the wife's gone. So, there you go. Hope you all enjoyed. Once again, this broadcast has been brought to you by Water and the handy Bike Psychos collector's decanter. Love that water. And there you go. So, all right, I'm gonna shut this off, put my bike away, and then I'm gonna meet you upstairs. You gotta figure out how to do this. Hello? Hello? I'm going up the stairs. Oh, and here I thought I closed the screen off. All right, anyway, that camera back on. Oh, there we go. So, all done. Time to take this off. Howdy, governor. Take these off. So, I hope you enjoyed the ride. You got any questions or anything you have for me? Just email me, jimgoebel@gmail.com. That's JIMGOEBEL@gmail.com. And we'll get back to you. But thanks for coming on the ride with me. I like having someone to ride with. So let's ride again. And with that, we're done.